I don't know what to say, really. 3 minutes to the biggest battle of our professional lives. All comes down to today. Either we heal as a team, or we're going to crumble. Inch by inch, play by play, till we're finished. We're in hell right now, gentlemen. Believe me. And we can stay here, get the shit out of us, or we can fight our way back into the light. We can climb out of hell. 1 inch at a time. Now, I can't do it for you. I'm too old. I look around, I see these young faces, and I think, I mean, I made every wrong choice a middle-aged man can make. I pissed away all my money, believe it or not. I chased off anyone who's ever loved me. And lately, I can't even stand the face I see in the mirror. You know, when you get old in life, things get taken from you. I mean, that's part of life. But you only learn that when you start losing stuff. You find out life's this game of inches. So is football. Because in either game, life or football, the margin for error is so small. I mean, 1/2 a step too late or too early, and you don't quite make it. 1/2 second too slow, too fast, you don't quite catch it. The inches we need are everywhere around us. Hell yeah. They're in every break of the game, every minute, every second. On this team, we fight for that inch. On this team, we tear ourselves and everyone else around us to pieces for that inch. We claw with our fingernails for that inch. Because we know when we add up all those inches, that's going to make the difference between winning and losing. Between living and dying. I'll tell you this, in any fight, it's the guy who's willing to die who's going to win that inch. And I know if I'm going to have any life anymore, it's because I'm still willing to fight and die for that inch. Because that's what living is. There's 6 inches in front of your face. Now, I can't make you do it. You gotta look at the guy next to you. Look into his eyes. Now, I think you're gonna see a guy who will go that inch with you. You're gonna see a guy who will sacrifice himself for this team because he knows when it comes down to it, you're gonna do the same for him. That's a team, gentlemen. And either we heal now as a team, or we will die as individuals. That's football, guys. That's all it is. Now, what are you gonna do?
I do it again. Ain't worried about they slip. Confidential when I'm dealing with snake. I lost my dog. Diamond collar with a pick of his face. Man, it's Spain. Circle back to the bay. Hey. Hit a late in the hill with the grade. I say, mean it, mind it, mo. Catch an apple like a fish.
What's up, America? I know you're going through a lot right now. Well, let father plus son plus football take some of the burden off of you as we do what we do every single Sunday. It is the Father plus Son plus Football Podcast, Season 3, Episode 6. Glad you're here with us. I am the Father.
And I am the Son.
No. You got to be careful about that these days. You don't want people thinking that we're talking about the biblical Father and the biblical Son and the biblical Holy Ghost. I guess, no, we don't. We're not that.
No,
we're human beings. Yeah. There are some people who think that they're God. They're gods. I'm like, no.
Nope.
You can't create like God. You're not sovereign. You're not. What's up this morning, boy?
Nothing much. Good morning. It's a great morning right now.
Great morning. Now we are doing something a little different. This is a recorded broadcast that we will be airing in our regular Sunday time slot. What was it like? It's like literally, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. Literally. I'm pretty sure your mom and your sister, who got to get up in like 4 or 5 hours, I'm pretty sure they're like, what in the LL Cool J is going on this morning? What was it like for you? You didn't even, you like slept in your own studio. You didn't even go to.
I sure did. Sure did.
Talk to me. Why did you make that decision?
Because I knew it was going to be difficult to get up. So I just stayed here, set my timer. And I heard you move. I heard the door open. I was like, yeah, let me just get up now and not wait for my alarm. And now we're here.
Well, that's what's up. Well, we got a dynamite guest. We got a dynamite guest today.
Absolutely.
You want to tell the people a little bit about our guest?
Yes, sir. All right. So when I first met this dude, it was last year in the Peach State Gridiron Classic. Doing like a little team bonding session. And I know his name was BEAU. I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. It was a unique name. I've never heard of that before. But he is one dynamic running back. I'll tell you that right now. He's like an Ashton Genty, but high school. He's gonna be something else in college.
You refer to him as Ashton Genty? I said he's like BEAU Scatterbo. Like Cam Scatterbo. I called him BEAU Scatterbo.
Yeah.
He's pretty.
He's really both.
Back on my team.
Yeah.
And he will be the running back this year on my team. I'm gonna say it out loud right now. I know we're doing a draft. We'll talk about that later. I don't know what Coach Daniels is up to with this draft that's going to happen in November, but I'm going to get my returning running back. Everybody who played on Team Dream, my goal is they're going on my team. They deserve to be back on the winning team. They're not going on teamwork. I love Coach Ken Whitehead. Love him. Our relationship has grown since I met him in Commerce, Georgia. But he bet not poach none of my players. I'm just. He bet not poach none of my players.
I don't know.
All right, let's tell the people what today's broadcast is about. Remember, those of you who would like to support Seth, he's a senior. So, he's got a lot of expenses that I'm not covering. Trying to get a car, I'm not covering. Are you going to do prom this year?
I have to do prom this year.
Are you gonna be one of these guys, these weirdos who does prom by yourself? Are you gonna have a date? Are you gonna go through the whole process of really asking somebody to go? Are you just gonna kind of dud out and just go with the dudes and because what are your thoughts right now as we think about it?
As far as right now, prom, I definitely have to go with somebody.
All right, who are you gonna ask? That's what I just want to know. Who are you gonna ask?
I don't know.
How many options you have?
I don't have any options.
Oh, you don't have any options.
I don't have any options.
Okay, you're trying to play me. You're trying to play me. I know you got options, but you're smart. You see, this is communications and relationships. You don't ever tell on air. You don't tip your hat. That was good. I like the way you did that. That showed a little bit of maturity. Slickness, probably just being mannish, though. Probably all that was. All right, let's tell the people what we're going to be talking about today's broadcast.
Prepare for MARIN. Whew. Yes, sir. Varsity game film highlights. POLCHA. Weekly piano jingle challenge.
I don't think we're going to do that today.
Okay.
Can you imagine? Can you? America.
the whole neighborhood.
Not the neighborhood. Forget it. I'm not worried about the neighborhood. But can you imagine? Can you imagine if we do the weekly piano jingle? Your mom is liable to bust through my studio, having no idea I'm on the air, and then I'll be in more trouble. So we're gonna not do that today.
Okay.
We're gonna not do that. All right. What else?
Recruiting. What have you really learned?
I want to talk to you and Bo about recruiting. You guys are seniors.
Mm-hmm.
You are the class of change. Do you guys realize that? I'll get there. I'll open it up. But you and Bo POLCHA, you guys are the class, the historical class of change. You guys have not been allowed to rely on no former experiences, and your entire time in high school, the recruiting process has changed. And it's kind of unfair. Well, we're going to get into the real realities of recruiting. What's next?
Top 3 peer-to-peer questions.
Did you come up with good questions?
I came up with good questions.
All right. I'm going to judge your questions. You ask them. You got 3 questions that you're going to pose to your peer, Bo POLCHA, out of Georgia, running back out of the GA. But I'm going to judge you by your questions. You better not throw no softballs and no weird stuff. I'm gonna find out how much thought you put into your questions. I'm like an English teacher today. I'm gonna find out if you're fluffing me. Did you fluff? Didn't you have an English project this week?
I sure did.
Did you fluff? Because I remember when you used to write, you used to fluff. You used to write like Donald Trump. You added adjectives that didn't need to be there to complete the sentence, just to add more words. It was rough, tough, really, really hard. Like what? Just say one. Why we gotta say all of them?
No, I did not. I was not fluffing. No.
All right, we'll find out. Let's hear.
Davey player shout outs.
I got breaking news that I can talk about today, because this broadcast won't air till Sunday, meaning it would have already happened.
Yep.
Then we're going to talk about
Peach State Gridiron Classic.
As we always do. Man, they are pumping out a lot of information. They are. I don't know a recruiting organization, a highlight athlete organization that pumps out as much information on athletes as they do. I mean, it is getting like wild how they are pumping out information, getting athletes out there and noticed and known. It is becoming a hefty job. I'm just saying. And then finally, as always,
universal shout outs.
Shout outs. Again, if you want to follow on IG, Seth QUYN Evans, and also follow Bitter Cup Media. That's on Instagram and on X. I still say Twitter.
I do too. It's a difficult change.
I don't know, but it's been changed so long. We should have adjusted by now. We should be able to just say X.
Yeah.
But I still say Twitter. Am I boycotting? Is that like my passive aggressiveness coming out? Although I'm never passive. Never passive. But I'm not always aggressive, though. I don't know. So what's going on in your world, man?
Nothing much. Just school, football, and sleep. That's what's
School,
going on in
football.
repeat. Yep, that's all I pretty much got time to do.
Maybe that's
Really.
why you don't have any options for prom. School, football, and sleep.
Yeah, it's just on a repeat.
You know, we got to have a conversation about
Talk to me.
because I believe you're right. If you're going to be an athlete at the highest levels of college football, what else can you do outside of school, football, eat and sleep? If you have a girlfriend, what does it do? What does it mean? What is the role? What is the responsibility? How much time do you give? Because you got to take away time from something if you're going to add that. I'm just, that'd be a good conversation to have several of you on. Maybe do a panel show where like some of you have relationships and the others are not in relationships, and just have a dialogue back and forth. It might be pretty good. Yeah. Those of you who are watching the broadcast and you're saying to yourself, oh, I want to be on that show, hit me up. Yeah, hit me up. I think I want to pull that together. I really want to do a show on high school athletes and their relationships. Because I'm like, what is the role and the responsibility of the relationship? When you're school, football, and you got to eat and sleep. I just want to know what the role is. It's intriguing to me. And I wonder how different it is from when we, or shall I say I, was in high school. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's bring our guest to the stage. Let's get into it. Our special guest, BEAU POLCHA. What's up, BEAU?
What's up, guys?
Hey.
How you doing, my friend?
I'm good. How are y'all?
Good. Now, BEAU, you go to Greenbrier High School, right?
Yes, sir.
The Wolf Pack.
Yes, sir. Wolfpack.
That's a nice shirt.
Thank you. Got it. Brand new.
It just produced those, huh?
Yeah, just got it.
Now, where is Greenbrier? Because when I spent time with you, we were in Commerce. You're not from Commerce. Tell us a little bit about Greenbrier High School.
So it's outside of Augusta, which is the second biggest city in Georgia. So we have a lot of schools where I'm at. So we have one 3A school and we have 3 5A schools and one 6A school, all within like 20 minutes of each other. So we have a lot of kids.
What's the 6A school? That's like the highest level of football in Georgia, is it not?
It is. That's Grovetown. They play Grayson. Yeah, they play Grayson this week, I'm pretty sure. Or next
wow.
week.
Grayson is like one of your state champions. They're a big time school.
So,
right. So, man, you are a running back.
Yes, sir.
You are a tough son of a gun. And I had the pleasure of coaching you during the Peach State Classic, and you were decorated. I believe you either won the running back of the game or the offensive player.
It was offensive player. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Bingo.
Because the way in which I run offense, America, I believe in running the ball.
Yeah.
And then throwing. And then during the Peach State Classic, to get us on track, I had to have a running back who could learn an offense in 2 days, total of about 4 hours, and be able to hit the field at a high level. And I found it in this young man, BEAU POLCHA. Hard runner. Tell me, BEAU, how did you come about playing the position running back?
So, I mean, my whole life I kind of just played everything, just wherever I needed to. When I was a freshman, my main position was middle linebacker. That's really what I liked, was defense. Then sophomore year, I transferred schools and I started playing running back more, and it really I started to just like it more. I think it fit me better. I like scoring touchdowns, and I just felt like it came more natural to me. So started working on that. And,
You know, I didn't know till dark 30 today that you even played defense.
yeah,
Go through your highlights.
I played defense like my whole life basically until.
You know, here's what I found funny. You and Seth, the son, you guys both play the exact same positions on offense and defense. I was like, wow, I didn't know that. Because you're playing like, it looks to me when I'm watching film on you, it looks to me like you're playing the strong safety position.
I play like so we run like a 4-2, 3-3, 3-4 kind of look. So I play outside backer, and we call it a jack and a spur. So the jack is like the boundary side, and he's gonna walk down and play defensive end too, and then like that boundary side, and then the spur's gonna play field. They'll walk down like a blitz or something, or like a dead set, but they're playing kind of just out in that just field area on the hash. So and I also play middle linebacker.
You look like you play linebacker.
Yeah,
But all running backs, I believe by nature, if you're a running back, a real running back, your defensive position default will be linebacker.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this real quick. Seth, you are preparing for Friday. Bo, you're on a bye week.
Yes, sir. I'm on bye week.
All right, we'll get to your highlights in a minute. Seth, you're preparing for San Marin. But by the time the show airs, you will have already played San Marin. Tell us a little bit about the prep. How are you preparing for San Marin?
It's really just we're doing heavy on studying film. We had to bring up a couple of debut players. We'll talk about that in a little bit to help further the team. You know, we just got to work. I mean, we've been working this whole season so far. We didn't get the results that we quite wanted, but you know, this week we gotta step it up, especially because it's our first home game, home opener. So let's go get it.
This is your last home opener.
Yep.
How are you processing that? This is the last time you will run out of that locker room onto the field for a home opening game in your high school career.
Yeah. I mean, really, I wasn't thinking about that at first because, you know, I'm just more focused on the game than actual, it's my last first home game, you know. I'm not really thinking about it like that. But now, since you bring it up, I mean, it does seem kind of crazy, to be honest. I didn't think that it would go by that fast.
It went by quick, dude. I remember your first. I still remember your first high school football game at Capilindo. It was a total of one play. Simply because you decided to do something you've never done in your life. Tackle somebody at the helmet with your forearm and you broke your wrist. I'll never forget that. I mean, how long did it take to drive to Capilindo? It had to be like an hour drive.
Hour and a half.
Yeah. And we get there and we are there like 5 minutes. It took longer. We walked to the car. It took longer to walk to the car than you played. I remember being concerned and mad at the same time. Like, we drove all the way out here for this boy. And now I got to call his mother and tell her we're headed to Kaiser because he's broke his wrist. I mean, bone completely out of the hand joint. That was crazy. What was crazier is 2 weeks later, you wrapped it up and played again. That was like crazy. Tough. All right, let's get back to Bo, our special guest. Briar High School. What's the mascot, Bo?
It's a wolf. So we're the wolf pack. So
Therefore, the wolf pack. And tell the school colors?
Green and white and yellow. So when I was a freshman, we had like a We had like a darker green and like a gray. And now we have a new coach. We wear a yellow helmet, yellow pants, green jersey. So
What does that sound like, Seth?
That's pretty much.
No. You guys are gold. He's more yellow. Sounds like San Marin.
Oh, you're right.
yeah, we look.
I want to go through. I want to take the time. We're usually during this time we go through the highlight film of Seth from Friday night, and it's got to be tough because he knows he's got a broadcast. He's got a podcast on Sunday, so he's got to produce something.
Yeah,
but right now, as you guys are watching the podcast, it's our first ever recorded podcast. And we have special guest BEAU POLCHA. But we are currently in Portland. Why are we going to Portland, Seth? Before we get to the varsity game highlights, what's happening in Portland this weekend?
I'm going to go check out Lewis and Clark versus George Fox at Lewis and Clark on Saturday. Just to get a feel, just to get a look.
Game day feel. You got contacted by the head coach of Lewis and Clark yesterday.
Yes, coach.
I think you got contacted. Maybe it was just a contact in the sense of corresponding on social media kind of stuff.
Yep.
That's good. All right, let's get to these varsity game. I want to go here. You ready, BEAU?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to go to screen share here. Pull up the X. There it is. There we go. You guys see that? Everybody can see that really well. Good. BEAU POLCHA, running back, linebacker, athlete, class of 2026. These are, I believe, your first 3 games. And then follow him on X. 2025 season. I want to enlarge that so we can kind of go through it. We always watch film with no sound, so that way we can talk. That's BEAU right there. BEAU, real quick before I get into it, talk to me about your stance. Because here's what's interesting. This is what you don't know. I teach all of my running backs to stand very differently than that. But in an all-star game, you don't change nobody's stance. You just adjust.
Yeah.
What I noticed was, even though you were stand a little taller, like Ash and Genty, I guess that's why some people would say that.
Yeah.
Genty, you're pretty explosive with your feet. Tell me a little bit about how you developed this stance as I continue to play and rewind.
Yeah, so I was doing that stance before Ashton Genty, before this season. So I always like to stand like I was. Even in my linebacker stance, I feel like getting super low and squat, it just doesn't feel natural to me to run out of there. I feel like I have a higher chance of taking a false step when I'm squatted low like that. So I like to have a little bend in my knees. I just like to be comfortable back there. So I'm not all tensed up, can't take the hand off. I just feels most comfortable to me. So I feel like I'm
glad you said that you were doing this before anybody knew about an Ash and Genty, because sometimes a running back gets hot and people talk about that running back, and then all of a sudden everybody starts emulating that running back with no real reason why they're doing it. But you have clear understanding of yourself and your body and why you're doing it. And I never thought about it till you said it. It does create a situation where you will not take a false step.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Well, let's look at this. Look at you're in the backfield. This looks like a zone. Is this a zone? Oh no, this looks like a counter.
I don't see a video up here.
Yeah, I don't see the
2 pulling guards.
It's not showing a video. It's just showing the X, like the.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm watching the video. You guys aren't seeing the video?
Nope.
Let me go back here real quick. Saying stop sharing. All right, let me go here. There. All right, let me go back here. Share screen. BEAU. You guys see that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? It's probably because, all right, you guys see that, right?
Mm-hmm.
There. Now I'm here. What about now? Are you guys seeing the video now?
Nope.
Oh, that's wild, because I'm literally watching the video. Oh, you know what? Let me do this. Let me do it like this. All right, let's do this. Let's come out of there. How about that?
Yeah.
There we go.
Now?
Ooh.
Gone.
No, I got some speed. I got
Sideline.
a little speed. I got a little speed.
You do got a little, you know, your speed showed up in an all-star game. You know, and it's very hard to be fast in an all-star game because everybody's fast in an all-star game.
Yeah.
I like that. No false step. Get to the outside. 2 pulling guards. Nice work.
Thank you. Thank you.
Gone. Running away from people. He had an angle on you.
I know. So
2 guys had an angle on you.
in our scrimmage, I had to run just like that, but I got spun. So I broke the tackle. I was up the sideline. I tried to stiff arm that kid who had the angle on me. He pushed me out of bounds. So in this game, you know, everyone was like, "You just got to keep running next time." So that's what I did.
This is a different play. Oh, you put the hand on the ground.
That was the first play of the game right there.
You cannot teach a running back how to just put his hands on the ground. People can practice it, but in the end, this is just a natural. This is natural stuff right here. To be able to to be comfortable enough to put your hand on the ground, maintain balance, and still sprint. That's got to be God-given.
Yeah.
You can practice it, I guess, but this is God-given. So I've got another pulling guard.
Yeah, so this was we call this play Pirate. That's just like an outside zone. That was first play of the game. That touchdown was the third play of the game.
Nice. Breaking tackles, put the hand on the ground, run through. Ooh, I like
You said that touchdown was the third play of the game?
Yeah, it's my second carry, third play of the game. It was like 3rd and 8. So
nice. How many guys are on the team?
We got a lot.
Gang, you guys got 80 guys on the team.
Yeah, I mean, our JV and varsity combined is probably like 150 kids.
Now, let me ask this question. Do you guys have does your JV and varsity suit up for a varsity game? And then those players who didn't get enough playing time, they're eligible to play JV the following day?
Yeah, I mean, we play our JV on Thursdays, so like there's a JV game tonight. So
is this just varsity?
Yeah, this is just varsity. I mean, there's a couple kids that maybe got to dress out, like earn the opportunity to dress out, but this is.
I don't even think we have half.
We only have one freshman, I think, who plays on varsity. Like, he's a DB.
You shook number 4 in close quarters. Yap yap. There we go. There we go.
Yards.
There we go. Yards after contact.
So this was our home opener game. We only played one half.
See, this is the kind of stuff I like to watch on a running back. I want to know. See, any running back can be fast, but if the running back is avoiding contact, don't know if you really want him on your college football team. But when you got a running back who is fast and can elude contactors and choose to run them over, oh, you got something there. Now you got a guy who can churn it no matter what. Oh, I like that. I like that. Let's get down here. We're running between the CGC right here. Oh, run the linebacker over. Make 4 guys have to perfectly tackle you in order to be tackled. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. What do you think, Bo, when your name comes up in scouting reports? Because they got a plan around you.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably saying get low because, I mean,
Cool.
if I hit high, it's not nothing. I'm not going to go down. Probably saying wrap up because I'm pretty strong. You know, I squat 500 pounds. So,
Woo! 500-pound squats in a running back going downhill. How are you going to stop him from the 2? These guys are just in the frame. They just had to do their job, but they weren't going to get it done.
yeah, so this type of game.
Both of them. I love it because, see, a lot of people don't understand, and this is what I like young running backs to understand. Get in the. You got two guys coming, one from the left, one from the right. Split them. Run right between them. Run right between them.
Yeah,
You're not close enough, and they really, as we say, they really don't want that smoke. They really don't. They got to do it. They got it. The eye in the sky don't lie.
Yeah.
But these guys, these safeties, they don't want that.
No.
Let's go to the next one.
I do though. I'll take that smoke. I'll go ahead on.
Well, you're built different.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
You catch the ball out the backfield too.
Yeah, this was crazy. This was like the end of the third quarter. You know, this is when the point of the game where you're not coming out. You know,
Man.
Players on the field. He threw this ball right in the light. I just tried to go for it like a baseball, try and guess where it was. Managed to get it.
And score.
I
love it.
This is fourth quarter right here. I think we're down one touchdown at this point.
You work your way. You did not go to the house. You did not go to the house.
Nah, I got hit by my teammate. I got slowed
I'm
down.
going to say, if you went to the house,
yeah,
I'm going to go get a coaching job in college and to offer you myself. Crazy. Yeah.
And you know who else does that?
Yeah, don't even start. I was like, you always have that one teammate who wants to escort you to the end zone when they should be blocking. There's always that one teammate.
And that kid, he's a good blocker for me. But that play was funny because he hit me in the head. We're on the sideline laughing.
Outside zone, way to go. Get out there, get around there. Walk the tight line. Walk the wire. Nice.
Yeah, the outside was open on this.
So, like, while we're watching some of this, I'm gonna let it run a little bit. While we're watching this, what are some of the drills you do to prepare for game?
So if I'm doing like my normal like running back workout with my my running back coach and my other running backs, we're starting off with ball security. So we're just running to the hash, switch hands, then we're going hand in the ground, like you saw in that one play, and we're jumping, ball security. Then we're just doing bag drills. We're doing 1 foot down and back, 2 foot.
Nice cut right there.
Side shuffle. Yes, sir. Thank you. This is great.
Nice.
Yeah, that was tough yards that game, man. They had some good guys.
They had you dead to right, man. Cut through there. Split a guy. Make him work. 500 pounds of squat in the run at contact. Nice. Hey, this team is pretty fast.
Yeah, this team is good. They got a new coach.
This team is I'm talking about your opponent right here. They look fast, and yet you're still cutting them, just gutting them.
Yeah, that's a good team. That was a 2-point game. We won that. So
nice.
That's the 6A school in the county where I live.
Now, what class is Greenbrier?
We're 5A. So we got our first day of school. We had 2,000 kids on our first day. So
wow, 2,000.
That's about 5A school.
Yeah,
I kind of lost my.
Oh, here you are now on defense.
Yeah, some defense.
This is when I knew you played defense. Why you do that to that boy? Why you gonna make that boy's mama?
Well, I heard him. The coach was telling him who to block, so I knew he was coming for me. So
the coach, I hate when coaches do that. So you can't be tipping the hat. You go get somebody killed.
Yeah,
he did not want that.
Yeah, I think
he doesn't get paid to block, and then you shock him in his shoulders. Nice. Got to maintain outside.
He just gives up. He just gives up as soon as you touch him.
Got to maintain outside leverage though. So you got to shock him inside, and then you got to be able to shuffle to the outside fast, so the quarterback can't do that. Yeah. But you're paid to run the ball, not go tackle it.
Yeah, so there's a lot of holding in this game. If you watch this film, Statesboro, the rest of the guys down there. So.
Nice. Oh, way to shed the block. Go down the line, get him, and by himself. Yeah. How does it feel to know that you could tackle a guy one-on-one, but nobody – I have not seen you get tackled one-on-one.
I never even thought about that. I guess it feels good because that's like my main thing is I don't like getting tackled one-on-one.
Nice team tackle right here.
I like this other tackle. Yeah, so this is just
It's like Green Bay versus the Patriots.
yeah, they're actually called the Patriots. So
Oh, really?
yeah.
Maybe that's what they're trying to. Oh, short yardage. Did you go get him? Did you go get him? Go. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah, so I'm playing a little defensive end right here. We were forced this, or we were spilled this game, so I spilled it out. Got off.
Great. Nice. Nice.
That was a good running back right there too. That kid was fast, strong, but he wasn't good enough.
There we go. Now that's what I'm talking about. Get that shoulders, turn him inside. Now you can. Oh, nice. He's lucky to get up. He's lucky to get up. Shed it, squeeze it, pop it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's lucky to get up. He ought to be saying, "Thank you, Jesus."
Yeah, this stuff.
Definitely should have gone to church that Sunday. He definitely should have been thanking God on Sunday in somebody's worship center. All right, another goal line. Another goal line. Oh, there you are. Nice. Snatch them ankles.
Yeah, that's a,
Where you going? Where you going? You thought you was where you going?
Yeah, those tackles always feel good when you run down the line. You get them at their ankle.
Let me ask you a question. I'm gonna pause it.
Absolutely.
Let me ask you a question. Now, when you're in a football game and your offense has come all the way down here, everybody in the stadium believes you're going to score. You came all the way down here. This ball looks like it's on the 5-yard line.
Yeah.
What does it take mentally? Your defense has allowed the ball to come all the way to the 5-yard line. What goes on in POLCHA, our special guest from Greenbrier High School in Augusta, Georgia? What goes through your mind to say, I don't care how successful they have been to get down into the red zone, they're at the 5, they are trying to take the lead. I'm not having it.
I mean,
what's on in you that makes you say, I'm going to make a play. I'm not going to allow them to score, even if it's the last 5 yards. Talk to me.
I mean, you can see on the scoreboard it's a 7-7 game, so it's a close game. So we need to stop. So what I like to tell my my teammates when we're in the huddle, I say, you guys got to be the one who wants to make the play. You guys want to be the playmaker on the field. So, we're down here. My offense has been stopping the 5 a few times, so you can do it. It's possible. And if you can't, it takes the life out of the other team. So, that's what
you got to get it done.
I think this was pretty early in the game, too. So you got to let them know it's going to be a long game. It's not going to be easy.
This is a nice stadium. Look at
that. This is a good.
Digital clock here. They got the nice score. This is the same scoreboard we have.
Yeah.
We have this scoreboard. Look at the band, Seth.
That's our band right there. That's our band. And then
do the bands battle each other like at halftime? Do they talk trash too?
I mean, our band comes with 5 buses, but
5 buses?
Yeah. So that's our band right there, which you see. So that's the stands you're looking at. That's the away stands. This school's this is in Statesboro. They're next to Georgia Southern, so they're pretty close.
Oh, nice. So
they, they'll go at it. Our band, they don't do it as much as other schools, but it's always exciting when they start getting loud.
You spring the running back.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Nice. A running back who runs the ball and will also block for his teammates.
Yeah, I'll try not to get a hold here. I thought it was going to be a little close.
You got inside. He turned on you. That's how that hold happens. But you threw your hands up, so referee can't call it.
No.
He turned on you.
I think this is like 4th quarter too.
Nice. Riding, Bo!
I was trying to dump him into the
You're going to make that boy's mama come out the stands.
I was trying to dump him to the sideline, but
how much more real estate did you have? The only reason why he didn't go out of bounds because he turned his shoulder. You was about to run him up on this S. That is you. I know.
Kick him all the way out the club.
Wow, you
All
kicked
the
him
way
out the club.
Kick him out the
We
club.
call that kicking him out the club, Bo.
Yes,
One more time. I gotta watch it again. I would have loved to see you run him all the way up this S. Put him on the track. Put him in lane 5, Bo. That's crazy. I'm sure his teammates roasted him. His coaches roasted him.
Wow.
I guarantee you he got roasted in film session.
Yeah,
Man,
so
great film. Great
that
film.
was the first 2.5 games. Because the first game against that red school, we only played like half the game. It got rained out. So
Now, what does it mean to have a game that gets rained out? Because in California, they don't stop a game unless lightning strike. Unless a lightning strike.
yeah, we play on turf, so we can play in the rain. But there was lightning, and then in the second quarter, we had a lightning delay for like 45 minutes. We went out there, finished the second quarter. There was more lightning at halftime, so they called it. It was pretty bad weather that night. It was raining.
Nice. And you got to, when it lightning strike, you got to get out of there.
Yeah.
Lightning, you don't want to attract nothing.
No.
And with the type of poles that you have out there with lights on the field and people, if it's raining, people in umbrella, you got to call it.
Yeah.
You got to call it.
A lot of the games got canceled that night. So
That's a good film. Now, having said, every athlete playing football who wants to go to college has to have good film. They got to be able to string together some good plays, and you have that. Let's go to our subject here, recruiting. I need honesty from you guys because maybe you don't know it, but I know it. You guys are going through, both of you, my special guest, Bo POLCHA, and the son, Seth Quinn Evans. You guys are the test case for college football change. There's been no class of football like the class of 2026. You guys got into high school as freshmen. Recruiting had been recruiting for over 100 years. And then when you became sophomores, weird stuff started to happen in the court systems, and the court started leaning towards the student athlete over the institutions. And when you became juniors, you discovered that hardly any high school student was leaving high school going to a Division I program. Very rare. Your junior year. Seth, you're on a state championship football team that had how many seniors graduate?
Like 15 to 16.
Not one got an offer to a Division I football program. The number one receiver in Northern California had to go to a junior college. Your class of 2026, you guys are watching the evolution of recruiting. And now you are watching athletes in 2027, 2028 get all of these offers. Your class is the class that made everybody ask, what is an offer? What is an offer? And what really is going on with recruiting? I want to hear from y'all. Recruiting, based on what you're going through, Tell me the truth. What are you learning about this process? Who wants to go first? Our guest.
It sucks. The recruiting process sucks. It's super hard. I mean, I just feel like I do really good at my camps and my games, my film, and it's just hard to get any notice. You know, we email coaches every day, text, call. It's just like I don't even know like what it means to have an offer. I've had like a couple schools tell me that they're going to offer me, but I don't know like if the kids who are posting all their offers, if they're getting the same thing or something else.
Again, the question is, it's muddy. What is I have identified at least 3 definitions for an offer. And what's crazy is on social media, it all looks the same. So the only offer that matters is an offer to a scholarship. It's a scholarship offer to play, meaning we like you so much and we want you on our football program. We are willing to provide you room and board. We're providing you education to come play football on our campus. That is the only offer that matters, and it comes in writing. It ain't a handshake at a camp. It's not a DM. It is the institution putting on paper, here is our objective and desire for you. Please sign it. That's the only offer that matters. Second offer I've been able to define is offering you an opportunity to come to our school as a walk-on. Now, here's what's different about that offer. Can't do that one no more. But most high school athletes don't know that. Did you know you cannot walk on and play football anymore?
Yeah.
You can't walk on. You know why? Seth, do you know why you can't walk on anymore?
Everybody gotta get paid.
Because everybody's got to now be paid. The roster is set. You only have so many athletes on a college football team, and every athlete now has to be paid. So you can't have a guy walking on or have a practice squad full of free dudes. Can't have that anymore. Which leads me to the worst form of offer out of the 3 I've been able to identify. That is the offer that I won't blame the institution for, but it's where a coach / recruiter is offering you, using a graphic, because it makes other high school football players and families follow them on social media. It's not really an offer at all. It is an attempt to gain more followers to your social media by giving a kid who has a certain amount of followers, you're trying to take those followers and transfer them over to you. Notice, test me out. How many people have these graphic followers who they themselves have no followers? Find me somebody under 100 followers who has one of those graphics. You see where I'm going?
Yeah.
Just think about it. Nate, when you're on your spare time, those of you who are watching, put it to the test. If you're listening and you're an athlete and you don't have 100 followers, show me your offer flyers. I guarantee you have none. And that's the despicable part of recruiting, is that you have these coaches / recruiters who are giving you non-committable offers, these graphics, and the only reason why they know what's going to happen when you post that graphic, #AGTG, all glory to God. Which I always ask, which God are you talking about? There's only one God. There's right. There's only one true one, but there's a lot of fake ones like that offer you got.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? And what do? All glory to God. Thank you to coach at the coach's name of said university for my first D1, my first D2, my first D3 offer. And when you, now let me ask you guys, be honest, when you see that, what do you do? As athletes who you yourselves are looking for committable opportunity to play college at the next level, when you see those graphics, when you see those flyers, when you see that athlete come across your feed and they got an offer to this school that you may or may not have even heard of, what's the first thing you do?
I go to their profile.
Yeah.
You go to their profile, right? So here's two things. One, it makes you look at the person who said they got it. Why? Why would you go look there? I'll tell you, America. The reason why these young men will go look is because if this kid got an offer, I need to see what their body of work looks like compared to mine. And oftentimes, be honest, gentlemen, oftentimes when you see this hashtag AGTG, coach so-and-so of said university has given me my first Division I offer, and then you go click to see who they are because you ain't never heard of them. You ain't seen no huddle highlight film by them. Now you click and you go to their profile, and you look at their measurables, and you look at whatever tape they have. How many times have you been disappointed?
More than not.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, the question, America, is why would these young men be disappointed? I'll tell you why. Because when they go look at the profile, they're saying to themselves, how in the hell did this kid get an offer to a D1 school? How did they get an offer to a D1 school? But wait, there's more, as they say in the commercials late at night. Here's the crushing blow. And Sac State is guilty of this. Jim Harbaugh is guilty of this. When you're a high school student balling out and you got highlight tapes, you got the measurables, you can prove it. You've been doing it. You're not a one-hit wonder. You've been on varsity since either the end of your freshman year, you got called up. You've been starting on varsity since you were a sophomore. You're decorated on varsity as a junior, and you're busting your tail, being very consistent in all your off-season workouts, running track, doing all of your training for a robust senior year. And in your senior year, you're trying to get recruited and you're meeting with coaches. And then all of a sudden, what pops up on your news feed is that an 8th grader has been offered to a D1 school. Y'all seen that? Am I lying? Have you seen that?
I've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
What goes through the mind of a class of 2026 kid who's been busting his tail, all to find out that they think an 8th grader who is 13 years old deserves a Division I offer? What goes through your head when you see that, when you witness that? Let's start with you, Seth. What do you, honest thoughts?
I mean, when I first saw it, I was like, one, he has no experience, especially being at the high level football, varsity football. And then two, the next question I asked was, but what about the people who are actually better than him that are already in the higher class, you know? So, and then the next question after that was, they're offering an 8th grader, how come they can't offer me? You know, that's the kind of thing I was thinking about, because I don't know, you offer an 8th grader, he has no high school experience. He's not even 14 yet, has probably just not hitting puberty. And I'm here working my butt up every single day. I'm working, I'm grinding, blood, sweat, and tears. And I don't even get to talk to the coach. I have to pay a Twitter premium to DM a coach, you know? So it's just, I don't know. I think it's stupid.
You see the frustration, America? This is what young men are going through for an opportunity to play football. Bo, what about you? Tell me your thought.
I mean, when I see those, I like what he said with no experience. Like, there's levels to football, and each level goes up. I've never seen a 14-year-old go play varsity football in Georgia and do anything special. I've never seen that. And but I think just at the end of the day, when you see that stuff, I think it's just all talk. I don't think they're actually offering them. You just gotta stay down, keep working, and just do what you do, and ignore that other stuff. So
yeah, I think you're right, and I think you're wise to ignore it in the sense that don't let it cause you to doubt you.
Yeah,
you are good enough.
Yeah.
And the right coaching staff is going to be assembled and find you. You just got to keep grinding. And you got to kind of do what we're doing. You got to help promote one another. I sent your tape, Bo, to a couple of colleges, people that I know, guys who have evaluated Seth, schools that have offered Seth. I said, well, shoot, you put them two dudes on the same squad, you're going to have a cornerstone. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I go to Portland, well, I'm actually leaving Portland, coming back to Oakland. When I'm in Portland this weekend, Bo, I know I'm there for Seth. We're going to be at the Lewis and Clark versus George Fox. One of those schools has officially offered him in football and track and field. The other wants to offer him. It ain't not an offer yet.
Sorry.
But I already know that when I get there and I talk to the coaches, Bo, I'm going to ask them, hey, did you see that tape I sent you of Bo POLCHA?
Sorry,
It's probably in y'all's interest to at least follow the kid, start talking to him, get to know him, because I guarantee you he is as good, if not better, than the running back you currently have. You need to at least. I went and found him for you in Georgia, but y'all can use him in Oregon, Portland. You got to work together. That's what's going to be different about recruiting. In the past, recruiting has been a very selfish, individual thing, and I think it's going to get to a point to where athletes are going to have to start working together. Basketball's doing it. The best basketball player in California right now who won the state tournament, schools offering him, every school in the country is offering him. You know what he did? I can't think of his name. I know his uncle, though, because he's a fraternity brother of mine. You know what this kid did? He said, I will commit to your school if you give a scholarship offer to my teammate. School said, hell yeah. He can come too.
Okay.
He can come too. Now, you don't hear them stories in football. But you guys have got to start working together. Seth, you did it in Lewis and Clark. You went to their camp, dominated at their camp. Track coach comes out, offers you real offer. Real offer. What did you do? You told her about your teammate. Hey, if you want me to come here and run track, I got a teammate you might want to check out too. He only does track and field. And what was her response, Seth?
She said, what she said? She said, HE double hockey sticks, yeah. As she said.
So when it comes to recruiting, what we're learning, gentlemen, is that it's moving. But your particular class, you guys are the ones that they're practicing on. They're practicing. And you guys are having to maneuver every 3 months. The process is changing, it's tweaking, and you guys have got to change and tweak with it. But here's where I want to encourage you, and I want to encourage other kids like you. You can do it. You may not. I won't say may not. I'm going to tell you the way I say it to my athletes here in California, Bo. Forget going Division I out of high school. Financially, for an institution, it don't make sense. Makes no sense to believe that a 17 going on 18 or an 18 going on 19-year-old student is going to be able to play college football as a freshman. Because at Division I, your clock is ticking. And the last thing you want to be is on a football team and you're not playing. And your clock is ticking. Right? And so because of the transfer portal, which that word didn't even exist 2 years ago. The word transfer portal would be an ineligibility. Kids didn't move schools. Now you can play 4 years back to back in 4 different universities. And how do you make your decision as to where you're going to play? Which school is going to give you more money this semester? It has completely changed. But if you can go to Division III, if you are a Division I athlete, if you believe that you really are a Division I athlete, you should have no problem your first 2 years going to a Division III. Because you can transfer after your sophomore year. Actually, you can transfer after your first year at Division III and then go to whatever Division I program. And I believe Division I programs, what they're not saying is we value 4-year tape of university over high school tape. They're not telling you that. And that makes sense. That makes sense. You got what's the local college? What's the local D3, D2 college in Georgia near you, Bo?
Georgia Military College, I guess, would be the closest one.
So you mean to tell me the running back in his sophomore year at Georgia Military College, you mean to tell me the starting running back would be passed over for a high school kid? I don't see it happening. Even the age is so different. Now, does the high school kid have a better upside? Yeah, I would say you do, Bo. You have a better upside. But the difference is where 2 years ago, where the college athletes who were going to become juniors, they were leaving for the pros, right? They're not leaving. Why aren't they leaving, gentlemen? Because they're getting paid. Why would I leave? Why would I leave early unless I'm going to get drafted and make millions? Why would I leave early? So now you have 26, 23, 24, 25-year-olds. That's normal. What's not normal is the 25, 26, 27-year-olds still playing college football. You mean to tell me that an 18-year-old is going to come onto a college campus and he be able to compete against a nearly 30-year-old man? The math don't math. It's not math, and the experience isn't the same. So I just want to encourage the recruiting process that you know, let us, as the Bible says it in Galatians, let us not grow weary while doing good. For in due season we shall reap if we faint not. I want to encourage you two young men. Recruiting process is a weary process. It is a process that contaminates the soul to a certain level. But you did not go through morning lifts. You did not advance to the level of 500-pound back squats. Seth, you have not advanced to the level of north of 275 cleans. You did not do all that work to quit your dream. Don't grow weary while you're doing what's right. In time, and maybe it's not going to be right out of high school. It may be 2 years from that. You will get there. Your dreams will not be deferred nor destroyed. You will get there. It's just that the timing is going to be very different from the 100 years that existed prior to you becoming a football player during these seasons. I want to encourage you to stay with it. Do not let these fake offers, do not allow these social media offers for likes, do not allow those to cause you to believe that somewhere there's a college not looking for you. There is a university looking for you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep knocking on the doors. Keep grinding. In time, God is going to hook you up with who he's always known he's going to hook you up with since before you were born. And that's just not my message to you two. That is my message to every high school athlete who is really fatigued by the recruiting process. I hope that blesses y'all. All right, let's go to the next issue. Seth, top 3 peer-to-peer question. We got POLCHA, Greenbrier, Wolfpack. All right, Seth, give your first question to Bo.
All right. What is one of the biggest lessons that you have learned from football, from playing football?
Okay. The biggest lesson I learned is probably just when it gets hard, you just got to keep working through stuff. So you can use that if you have a job or you're in school and stuff's just getting really hard. You got to keep working through it because you're going to get through it. Like if you're having a long practice, like I know yesterday we had a super tough practice. Like we were beat after, but even my coach in the middle of the thing, he's like, it'll all be over soon. You can't come out. You got to stay in. So you just got to stay down, keep working through everything. So that's what I say.
All right. Next question. Going back to the All-American game, Peach State Gridiron Classic. What was it like lining up with some of the best players in the country, and how did it push you on a day-to-day basis now?
What was the last part?
How does it push you on a day-to-day basis now?
Yeah, I mean, it's always fun lining up with kids like that because you know everybody's good. Everyone there is probably, if not the best, one of the best players on their team. So I know running behind that O-line was really fun. It was easy. They were moving people. And I could see the competition. You know, I won MVP, but I think I still could have a lot more to work on. So it just motivates me to show up this year and try to win that MVP back and just prove what I'm like. So, yeah.
Okay. And then now the third question. How do you bring your team up and along with you? Meaning, you know, you have all the success, especially as a running back, linebacker. How do you take your intensity and how do you bring your team with that?
Yeah, I just try to build my teammates up. You know, my teammates are really my best friends. You know, me and my teammates, I think we all have a good connection. We all hang out. I know we're going to hang out today at the JV game and probably get some food after. So we're all really close. So it's easy to motivate these guys, and we got some good leaders on the team. And when stuff gets hard, you just got to remind them, like, we put all this work into the summer. We did the injuries and everything, and we just got to be ready to work every day. And you got to be able, like I said earlier, you want to be the one who want to make the play. So that's my main thing I say to everybody. I always break it down with work, and I say, you know, be the guy who wants to go out there and make the play. So
I'm gonna turn it into a T-shirt. I'm writing it down. You got to be the guy who wants to make the play. I like that. Got to be the guy. You know, it's funny, Seth, when I'm filming and you're playing, and it's like a tough moment, I always think, Seth, you got to make a play. You got to. I know you.
Hear you say it up top. You say it up top. I hear it too.
No, you'll hear me say, I need a play. But long before I yell something like that out, I'm thinking to myself, Seth, you can do it. You're the one. I know you want to do it. This is now the time that you really need to make a play. And then you go out there and make a play. I love it. I feel prophetic during those moments. I feel prophetic. All right, I got to give you some love. Those are some good questions. Pretty good questions. All right. Hey, Bo, you were talking about the JV game, right? You guys, your teammates are going to the JV game tonight, right?
Yeah.
And then you said afterwards you guys are going to go get some food. Where do Greenbrier Wolfpack football players go gather after the game?
After the game, so on like a Friday night, everyone in the county, there's a Sonic off of the main road, Washington Road. I think that's where everybody's hanging out after the game, is Sonic or the Waffle House down the street. I know at my old school it was more Waffle House, but it's definitely Sonic now, and it gets packed out. I mean, there's probably 1,000 people in the Sonic just hanging out. People in the big trucks.
Do they hang out in the parking stalls that are diagonal?
Yeah, I mean, people will park there, and then they'll just walk around. There's always people that got big trucks playing music, get a little food. The players probably gonna get some food.
So what is your go-to at Sonic? What do you do at Sonic?
I like to get the burger, and I like to get a chili cheese dog. That's me. That's really.
Seth, you get the chili cheese dogs.
Chili cheese dog. I like
That's my boy. Yep. Chili cheese dog all the way.
Well, let me ask you both.
Yeah.
French fries or tater tots?
Depends where I'm at. If I'm at Sonic, I want tater tots. If I'm at Sonic, I want tater tots.
That's real. That's real.
I'm team tater tots. Just saying.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to these JV players. Shout outs. Who are some of the for you, Bo? Who are some players on your team, not your JV squad, or you can share about who you're planning on looking forward to seeing tonight, although it'll air on Sunday, but they'll still be able to appreciate that you thought about them. Who are some of your JV athletes you want to give a shout out to?
I'll say my brother. He's a freshman.
Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, I saw footage on him.
Wait, you want to go get him?
Is he in the background?
He might be getting ready for school. He might be.
Don't wake him up. Tell somebody to go get him. I just want to see his face in the camera.
Here, my dad's going to go get him. We'll see.
Wonderful.
Yeah. And then I'll shout out probably my whole O-line. My best friend, his name, we call him Juicy. That's his name. He's our center.
Why would you say you called him Juicy? And immediately I saw an image of Biggie Smalls in my head.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he looks like. I'm not gonna lie. But when they call his name on the intercom of the school, they call him Juicy. So,
wow, even at the school they call him Juicy. Oh, during the game?
Oh yeah,
Juicy on the tackle, Juicy with the block.
Yeah. So
what JV shout out you got?
I mean, I can't really. I mean, it's really the whole.
There he goes. Get closer.
Hey.
You're on a live podcast, bro. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Coach.
Wonderful. You getting ready for school?
Yes, sir.
What's your favorite subject?
Math.
Math. All right. You're a brainiac then.
Yep.
Good stuff. All right, finish getting ready for school. I'll talk to you later.
JV player shout outs. I mean, I have to shout out your entire JV. I mean, you guys are doing your job. Like varsity, we just got to do ours, props to, well, they're not really JV anymore because we took them from you guys, but Kamani Brown and Jackson Kamara.
Yeah. Those are my guys.
Yeah.
I tell all JV players, we are not coaching you to be JV players. We are coaching you to be varsity players. And if we do it right, varsity is going to come snatch you. And this week I was talking to the JV, giving them a pep talk, and Coach Miner walks into the room and snatches them. And you know what? The team celebrated them.
Yeah. One's
a freshman and one's a sophomore. And I know they're going to do great, especially the quarterback, because I coach quarterbacks for the whole program. So
Yeah.
Dope. It's gonna be real dope. All right, next question. Next topic: Peach State Gridiron Classic. This is where I met Bo POLCHA, you guys.
Yep.
This is where I met him. And I don't know if I'm lucky that he was on my team or he's lucky that I was his coach, but we left that sucker winners. And let me tell you, it still feels good till today to know
Team
that
Dream.
we won. Team Dream in this.
Oh,
Yeah. I think
How did
you got to go for it too.
How did you get involved in the Peach State Classic?
So they had they had their camps and stuff, and me and my best friend, he moved schools last year, but I went to a camp that Saturday, and we was hanging out, and my dad's like, he just kind of put us in the car and drove us up there on Sunday. I think it was a school up near Atlanta. I don't remember the name, but yeah, he just threw us in there, and I was sore, and I was like, I'll just go hang out, like we're just gonna have fun, and then I was just feeling good, and we started cooking. He was the quarterback. I had a bunch. I think I caught all my passes, and I won MVP of that camp. He started just hyping me up on Twitter and stuff, and then he had the game. So we're like, yeah, well, we should go, and it was a lot of fun. So,
that's what's up. You know, I got involved because I saw some videos of Coach Lamar Daniels, and I was like, this dude sounds awfully a lot like me.
yeah.
He sounds a lot. His philosophy is really in line with a lot of things that I believe. And what really drew, so I started contacting him. And then I found out, oh, this guy, he's not a recruiter trying to hitch a wagon on the back of these quote unquote elite athletes. His goal is to find what he calls hidden gems and give them elite exposure. And I say, you know what? I can rock with a dude like that because I think the majority of kids are being overlooked because most recruiters are lazy. You hear this phrase called the eye test, right? Well, what is an eye test? It's laziness. Just because a kid is 6'5" doesn't mean he's going to be a great quarterback. Just because a kid is 5'8" doesn't mean he's not big enough to play running back. You got to deal with an individual as an individual. And if you're going to rule them out simply based upon their weight, well, that doesn't make any sense to me. That doesn't make any sense to me. And so recruiting in college football has got to get better. But Peach State Gridiron Classic is bringing people's name to the surface. And so that's why any kid who's connected to recruit any _GA, I'm going to highlight him. I'll retweet it and I'll like it and I'm studying it. And I really got to do it this year, Bo, even more because we're going to do a draft in November. Did you hear about that?
I did. Yes. So
yeah. Well, I got to get you back on Team Dream.
Yes, sir. Team Dream. That's a lot of fun.
Got to get back on Team Dream. Seth, so when you got your confirmed invite, you got a Team Dream graphic.
My first year.
I know. I'm talking about Bo got a Team Dream. This year, you're returning, Bo.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
And your graphic was Team Dream, right?
Mm-hmm.
Seth, your graphic was Teamwork. Oh
yeah. No.
I think Coach Ken Whitehead is trying to pluck you. We're gonna have him as a guest soon.
Yep.
We gotta have Coach Ken Whitehead as a guest. That's fun. That's fun. But shout out to Coach Lamar Daniels because he's really been a blessing to both of you guys, and he's really taken it serious, getting young men like yourselves more opportunities for recruiting simply by getting you more exposure, and that is dope. That is a dope priority. And it actually blessed his son who's playing at Eastern Tennessee. And I've been following him. I'm trying to get his jersey.
Yeah.
And he was on our team. He scored one of our touchdowns. So
we're all living that celebration.
So there's supposed to be, I heard a rumor that they're supposed to have his jersey online in about a week or two. I don't care how much it costs. As soon as I buy it, I'm gonna wear it on the podcast. Then I'm gonna just simply put it up. I'm gonna take it to Georgia when I go and make him sign it. Notice I said make him sign it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be big deal, even a bigger deal. No, you're signing my jersey, young man. You scored a touchdown, and I called that play knowing you would score a touchdown. You're going to sign my jersey. Then I'm going to put it on the wall, retired. All right, what's your final shout-outs? We got to get Bo to school. Seth got to get some extra sleep. We are in Portland, but we are recording early. We got POLCHA out of Greenbrier High School in Augusta, Georgia. Love this young dude. Ever since I met him, he's an amazing character guy. And his football speaks for itself. We highlighted a lot of his plays. He's in a bye week this week. Who's the next game? Who's the next game you play?
We play Brunswick down in Brunswick. So that's a good school. It's a good team.
Wait. Brunswick?
Yeah, Brunswick.
I got to tell you a story about Brunswick. Can't tell it on air, though.
Okay.
And I will say this. I came this close to taking a job at Brunswick.
Really?
Brunswick. Looking at realtors and everything. I came this close.
Yeah.
And then my wife's job offered her an offer she couldn't refuse. Would keep us here another year. And then Seth, he's going into his senior year. It would have been tough to transfer him, but he wanted to go anyway. He was like, look, I want to play there. I want to play there.
You would have had fun.
That would have been crazy.
They play football. Yeah, they play football down there.
You would have been competing against each other this week. That would have been crazy.
They play Evans, which is a school literally like 10 minutes away from us.
Nice.
Tomorrow, so we're gonna go watch that.
What's your shout outs?
Shout out my dad. Does everything for me. Shout out my mom, really, because my dad works out of town, so it's just my mom during the week, and she does everything for me, my brother, my sister, making food, helping us with our laundry. She's the best. So
Wonderful. Any coaches you want to shout out?
all of my coaches. I love my head coach and my position coaches. Coach Curtis, my lacrosse coach, and one of my linebacker coaches. He's helped me with everything since I was in 8th grade, so he's good.
Nice. Seth, your shout outs.
Hey, man, you know, you always got to shout the guys. Shout out Bo POLCHA, man. Hey, it's been a blessing. It's been a blessing even meeting you at the All-Star game. And hopefully we can be on the same team again this year. You know, but we got to go for it. Somebody got to get a two-peat. Hopefully we're on the same team so we can do it together, you know.
Yeah.
Shout out to the whole Monroe community. Yeah, let's keep working. Let's go.
Hey, I've already told you. I told you, Georgia. I'm not coming back to go 1-1. Oh no. We're going 2-0. And I'm gonna do it with the same guys and some new guys. But definitely look for Bo POLCHA in my backfield. Got to get back. We went in the end zone once. We got to go 2 times this time.
Got to score twice.
We got to get 2 tubs. Time.
Then we go to the park line. We just
Then we all get in the cars and carpool down to Greenbrier and go to Sonics. Get some. All right, America, we love you. Thank you for listening to another exciting adventure of Father Plus Son Plus Football podcast, season 3, episode 6 in the can. Bless you.
Thank y'all.
But the Lord is my hope. Put it in close, and my soul not for soul. I was down and I grow. I just stay with the flow. $50,000 gonna put me for show. I do it again.
Thank y'all so much. I had a lot of fun. It's time for me to get to school though for a period.